Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sly Geordie, and welcome back to F1 23 My Team Career Mode for the Spanish Grand Prix in Season 3. And likely the Austrian Grand Prix as well. But if you missed last episode, you need to go check it out. These are the standings after Baku and Monaco. It was quite a mixed episode, literally from the lowest of lows to the highest of highs. We DNF'd in Baku once again. Very drama filled. And it was quite different this time. We got took out, I'm pretty sure, in Baku. We kept losing our front wing pretty much, and after that I just decided to retire the car. There was no point in wasting any more parts. And then we did the exact opposite, and we came out on top in Monaco. And what made that victory ever more sweet was that Lance Stroll, our teammate, snatched the P3, and it was a pretty comfortable P3 as well. Piastri was chasing us down the whole way, however, and he seems to be the one gunning for the championship the most. So it's actually really cool how we seem to actually have now a title rival for sure in Piastri. Verstappen's there as well, but he's not been as consistent. Piastri has not had one race off of the podium just yet, which is absolutely crazy. And it's good to see, honestly. There we go, just checking the audio. It's really good to see. I'm really happy to see that Piastri is coming into his own. Of course, he was doing pretty well for McLaren last season. He placed quite high up in the standings. And hell, in every season he's been the best. Well, actually, no, he hasn't. Norris was better, but Norris was at Mercedes in the last race. So, yeah. But ever since Season 2, Piastri has been holding his own in that McLaren seat, and now Season 3 comes the time where he's challenging for the championship. But we won it last season, and we're obviously gunning to keep our championship. But, you know, it's not been the greatest. Out of the first 4 races, 3 of them were street circuits, and we definitely struggled quite a bit. We would have gotten P5 at Jeddah, I think it would have been. It would have either been P5 or P6, so we would have done a lot better, but we had a bit of an altercation with Bottas. China was a great win, although Verstappen was creeping up on us quite a lot, and they've had a bunch of upgrades. We had a bunch of upgrades going into Baku, but we weren't able to use them, unfortunately, because now we're at the stage in the MyTeam career where the MyTeam car's braking is just awful. So on certain tracks, like Baku, we're definitely going to struggle quite a lot. But Monaco, we did really well, as always. We didn't qualify on pole this time. Stroll actually out-qualified us at Monaco, but we were still able to come out on top for the win. So I'm really happy about that. But now we get onto some normal tracks. We've got Spain, we've got Austria. So very normal circuits compared to the street circuits that we've been having recently. In the next episode, we've got Silverstone, Hungary, then we've got Spa, Zandvoort, and then Monza. So we got quite a while until the next street circuit. So I'm hoping between now and Singapore, we'll get as many points as possible. We've got some parts that are pretty worn, but I'm not going to replace any of them going into this race, other than the ICE. But I'm not going to replace the ICE until qualifying. So, you know, we really want to use these parts to the fullest, as much as possible. You know, it really helped us last season. We were able to outsmart the AI quite often when it came to, you know, engine wear, and I want to keep doing that here. So, yeah, we're going to keep this ICE on for the practice sessions and then put a new one on for qualifying just before Parc Fermé. But yeah, as of right now, we are actually the best car on the grid. This Mercedes-powered Team Pepsi racing car, the STR03, is top of the charts. Look at that, just out in front, at least by the time of Monaco anyway. We don't know what's going to happen by the time we get to Spain. We do have an ultimate upgrade coming in, though, so for tyre wear. So that is definitely going to keep shooting us up, but I'm not sure if that actually comes before the Spanish GP. No, it does not. So, yeah, no upgrades going into the Spanish GP, so another team could have upgrades going in. We've got 2 days before the Grand Prix, however, and we are obviously going to put Lance through some simulator training. We've got high cash balance, so we could go into the facilities and upgrade one, and we're likely going to upgrade durability, because that is the only one left not at Spec 3. The powertrain, this is it. This is now maxed out. We're at Spec 3. So, yeah, that's the best that's going to be for a while. Obviously, we have some extra stuff to max out, but now all we've got to do is finish up the upgrading for the durability. So, honestly, I think we should probably do resource point generation. We'll do that. We'll do that. That might get us to Spec... It won't get us to Spec 3, unfortunately. But it's something we'll definitely thank ourselves for getting in the future. Marketing will need to buy some stuff as well. But I don't want to spend too much money too fast. Yeah, low cash, cannot afford teammates contract renewal, and I'm not sure when that actually ends. 56 days, so we do have a while yet, but we need to make sure that we're over 7.5 million by the time we get up to contract renewals, otherwise we won't be able to renew Lance's contract, unfortunately. But without further ado, I think it's now finally time to get into the Spanish GP, so let's go ahead and make our way to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. So we haven't actually raced on this track since Season 1, so it's going to feel a lot weirder. It was a pretty good track to race on in Season 1. I don't remember wanting to remove it, I just had to because we were shortening the calendar from 23 to 16. And this isn't a good sign. We've got a full wet practice 1, unfortunately. So that might make some of it a bit useless. However, it might make some R&D challenges a lot easier, but race strategy, if we do have to do that, is going to be absolutely pointless in practice 1, so we need to watch out for that. So yeah, let's have a look at the progress history. We are still the fastest car on the grid, but only just. Red Bull have got a minor upgrade, or was it a major upgrade? I don't know. I feel like it might be a minor upgrade. Red Bull bringing a minor upgrade, but that's it. Red Bull are the only ones that are really going to be challenging this car. So we should be quicker than the Ferraris, the McLarens, the Mercedes, and the Aston Martin, and certainly the Williams downwards. So hopefully that means Lance qualifies really well. We're trying to catch up in our rivalry with Carlos Sainz. And so far, so good. I feel like we can definitely overtake him by the end of this race weekend. But without further ado, let's go down. We've got race strategy, qualifying pace, tyre management. Okay, so unfortunately we're not doing... oh my god, none of them are worth it at all. So practice 1 is pretty much useless for us. Because I was thinking at least we could probably do track acclimatization, but no, we can't. So we're just going to do quick practice for this one. Since it's going to be pointless for the race, and get qualifying pace out of the way, because we all know that's broken. So we're going to get that out of the way, and get these resource points. Oof. Okay, we've got to hope this one goes well. Yes, let's go. Okay, that's awesome. And yeah, I think we'll just save it from there. There we go. We've got all the resource points for the qualifying pace program, so yeah, I did want to drive in the rain just to experience it, but yeah, none of the practice programs really were going to let us, and I want to get as many R&D points as possible. So looks like we're just going to be doing FP2 and FP3, and likely just going to do FP2 since we only have 2 of them to do. So we might leave out FP3 for you know, just letting the engine parts rest, you know? Not going to waste any engine parts, but I do still want to do practice 3, maybe just to watch Lance, just to see if he does any laps. But yeah, these next 30 minutes in FP2 are going to be the important part. We're going to be doing race strategy and tyre management. So here we go. Alright, so first of all, that loaded really quick, which is weird considering I'm playing the PS4 version. We're going to use the same setup as we did in Season 1. If we need to make any changes, we shall. Unfortunately, however, we've only got 1 set of mediums, so yeah, that sucks. I was really hoping we'd be able to keep this one, but yeah, we did only 1 challenge, and apparently we did the qualifying pace on the hard tyre, which is weird. So we didn't use any of these in the wet session. Oh wow. So it must have like rained later on in the session or something. Now I just feel kind of screwed out of an FP1 session. Oh well. Okay, so I'm not going to waste the medium tyres. We're going to be using a set of softs for this tyre management program. So yeah, that's the best thing we can do. Let's do it.
There'll be a lack of rubber out on track, so take it easy for the first couple of laps.
Alright, off we go then. Team Pepsi Racing out at the Spanish GP. Here we go. Oh yeah, I need to go into practice 3 anyway to replace this part. I mean, we don't have to, but I want to sit there anyway just to watch the other drivers go around. But yeah, here we go then. Been a while since we've been around this track, and it was a pretty good race in Season 1, so hopefully Season 3, you know, is up to par. I do miss Season 1. We had a really nice rivalry going on with Lando Norris and Fernando Alonso, but we don't really see much of Norris now since that Mercedes has fallen off a cliff and obviously Alonso's retired, so, you know. But it feels good so far. We are on the softs after all, so I mean, of course it would feel good. I wish we got to experience the hard tyres, but we probably won't even need the hard tyres. Well, we'll have to use them anyway if we qualify quite high, but you know what I mean. Anyway, here we go. First lap, first proper lap around Spain. And we just want to take it easy. Going through a lot of these corners. Okay, looking good so far. Although I do think letting off the throttle was not the best decision that we've made ever. So I think on the straight we'll use some ERS to try and make up some of that time. Doing pretty good though. Alright. We were in the purple for a second there. Okay, so I think we've screwed it in terms of lap time, but who knows, maybe we can claw it back, but we've got 2 other laps to do well. Almost purple, but yeah, too slow, so even if it was purple, we wouldn't have got it anyway. Ease it through there. That is a lot better. We did lose a couple of tenths going as slow as we did, but you know, we did set the fastest time. Yeah, this track definitely feels better than the other tracks did with this car, so it's a nice breath of fresh air after what happened in Baku, that's for sure. I need to reposition my headset. There we go. That's better. And we'll ERS it down the straight here. Try and make up some of that time that we did lose. That is a Williams in front of us. Alright, average tyre wear there. We're a lot more aggressive going into that corner then. But I want to see how much tyre wear we actually do, because the softs actually seem a lot better this season, if this is anything to go by. If you guys remember last season, the softs weren't that viable at all. to the point that, you know, if you guys remember Portimao, Hamilton went on the hards, and within 2 laps he was all over us. So, and he was the only one that started on the hards. Everyone else started on the softs. We were very lucky to beat Hamilton that day. But yeah, we are in the upper green area. Like, this is good. Bit deep there. Not very deep there. Yeah, that uses a lot of wear as well.
That's the program complete. There's some decent data, although far from optimal, and it could still be worth running it again.
Oh, I'm just gonna steer out of the way of Sargent there. Alright, let's switch the engine to lean. And go back to the pits.
At the end of this lap, please.
Yeah, that felt pretty good. We just weren't able to get it into the purple. But you know, the car feels great around this track. That's the main thing. So now we just pit, get the mediums on, and get the race strategy done. However, I think we missed out on one of the R&D parts because we weren't able to get that, but it is what it is. I guess in future we should probably like go straight for it in a quick practice session, just to get part of it done and then finish it off the next time. I don't know. So viewers, what's up guys? Yeah, this feels really good. So far, like, we're the quickest. We're quicker than Piastri, and that's what matters. He has consistently been on the podium in every single race this season, and that's why he's got like a 20-30 point lead in the championship. Oh, that is such a nice drink. I've got a lemon and raspberry juice drink, and it's so good. I know, I'm breaking character here. I'm supposed to be drinking Pepsi, you know, Team Pepsi Racing and all. I do have that as well, but yeah, whatever. Lance has not gone out yet, but we got 3 viewers. What's up, guys? But yeah, I'm really excited to see what Lance can do, because the car feels really good around this track, and Lance has had a very, very good season so far. Like, I thought he was going to be consistently getting into the points. I didn't think he was going to consistently be in the top 6. So, that's great. I feel amazing about what we've achieved with Lance Stroll. So the only one we've missed out on is 90 R&D points. We've got the main one, which was 180 for average. So, I'll take that. I'll take it. That's 4 out of 5 done, so I'm happy with that. And now we just got to do race strategy, which is very, very easy. You just got to do 5 laps, and yeah, that's 90 R&D points. 5 laps within the allotted time anyway. So, yeah. Let's go do race strategy then. Has Lance done a time? No, he's not left the pits yet, so... yeah, right, whatever. Let's get going.
Okay guys, everyone be aware, the car's ready to go.
And now we can just drive as normal. We don't have to worry about saving on tyre wear or fuel or whatever. We'll just drive as what we normally would in a race. That's what this is about. And I'm always hot lapping every single lap. Hence why we have to pack extra fuel each race. Which, I guess, is kind of detrimental to our progress in a race. You know, we're clearly going to be slower than the guys we're competing with because we've got a heavier car, but again, I'm hot lapping every single lap, so there is never a lap where I have to fuel save. And we learned from trying to pack less fuel in Abu Dhabi last season, where we ran out of fuel and we had to fuel save towards the end. We could have won at Abu Dhabi. We should have won at Abu Dhabi, but you know, we weren't able to because I was a dum-dum and we had to fuel save for the rest of the race. Alright, but now we've got to do race strategy, so let's do it. Sorry about that. Had an itchy ear. Let's do this. So this won't be entirely accurate to the time because we do have a worn ICE that is going to be replaced in the next session. You know. We braked way too late there, but oh well. Could do with a little bit more brake bias. Or a little less, rather. Just so, you know, we brake a little better. I'm not overly confident about the time right now. Again, it could be down to the worn ICE, which is at 77%, but I don't know. It wouldn't be affecting us by almost a second, right? Surely not. Surely it's not that bad. There's Yuki Tsunoda in the McLaren. That was a much better corner this time. Yeah, the ICE might be affecting it. I feel like it is. Thanks, Valtteri. There's Felipe Drugovich in the Haas. He seems to always go to Haas. There must be something in the coding where Drugovich always ends up at Haas. We might be getting a little bit of a slipstream, who knows? Yeah, we're definitely getting some slipstream. There's a lot of cars out now. There's Joe. Went off track a little bit there, that's not good. We are quicker than the Haas though, clearly. I mean, I should hope so. There we go. Brake a little early there, we might have to perform an overtake, which is really going to hurt our time. I don't know what practice program he's doing, but I really hope it's not the same. It can't be, he's on softs. So notice set a faster lap time on those softs, but you can put that down to track evolution. I don't know why I said it like that, that sounded really weird. But you know, whatever. Ah! Yeah, that was a lapse in concentration there. Let's DRS it. Put that time back. Oh, just about. There we go, now he's getting out of the way. Okay, that was a lot better than before. Alright, the car feels really good round here. Obviously there's some really big differences in terms of the braking. It's a lot harder to brake now that the car is so much quicker, but yeah, we could compensate for that in the race. Definitely hurts us in qualifying though. Well, there you go. We're only 2 tenths off of Sano this time.
So come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Alright. Box.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Oh, look at that! Lance is quicker than us on the mediums. Well, then again, track evolution could come into play as well. Oh, and the ICE probably has a fresher engine. But yeah, Lance Stroll topping the charts in FP2 for us. So that is a really, really good sign of things to come, for sure. Hopefully he's going for multiple laps so we can spectate him. Okay. Whew. That pit entry does scare me. I remember season 1. I think that's actually the main reason why it was one of the tracks that I removed for the 16 race calendar last season. Was because of the pit entry. But other than that, this is one of my favourite tracks in the game. Lance goes even quicker. That is such a good sign. Lance is looking quick around Spain. He is so good this season. So good. And the only reason he doesn't have more points than me is because he hasn't won a race yet. Whereas we have. We've won 2. We won at Monaco, we won at China. So, yeah. I don't think he's going to be too much of a hassle for us. I hope not. We're going for the constructors though, so if Lance is quicker than me in a race, we will likely let him win. Yeah, lap 4 wasn't very good, but that's because we weren't on it very much. But yeah, I don't think that graph is very helpful, to be honest. We were quicker on lap 2, slower lap 3 and 4, and then quicker on lap 5. But that might come down to yeah, lap 4 going into lap 5 had some ERS, and we had a slipstream on Djokovic as well. So not very helpful. Anyway, we're going to ride on board with Lance. He's just set a 111.7. Was that his quickest time though? No. 111.6 is his quickest on the mediums. We're done for this session, by the way. I'm not going to go back out there. But we'll just watch Lance for a bit in the Pepsi car. Look at him go. He's looking really good this season, so I'm very happy about that. I'm just glad to finally have a teammate that can get results, you know? I did really want to give Felipe Djokovic the best chance I could, but it was clear I made the best choice to ditch Djokovic and sign Stroll when Stroll immediately started getting into Q2 last season. So, but it does make you think, doesn't it? Like, what could Drugovich be accomplishing now had he been in this car and not the Haas, you know? Could Drugovich be getting good positions? Maybe not as good as Stroll, but I feel like Drugovich would now consistently be getting into the top 10. But, you know, we want to win the Constructors, so either way we made the right decision to go with Stroll instead. Yeah, he is 4th in the standings, right behind us. I think we have about 46 points, something like that, in the standings. We're 3rd. And we'd probably be much higher. We'd probably be 2nd in the standings if it wasn't for what happened in Baku. So, you know, we just got to make up for that and hope some drivers ahead of us get DNF. So we're hoping Piastri or Verstappen, mainly Piastri, gets a DNF at some point. Because if Piastri continues to be consistent, then we're going to be in a bit of trouble. We might lose the championship to Piastri. I don't know though, it is early days, it is only, round 5, is it not? So, you know, very early days just yet. But there's Lance coming into the pits, and that is the end of our practice session. So, yeah, that was pretty successful, I feel really good about that, to be honest. But yeah, it's time to sit through FP3, and put in a new internal combustion engine as well.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top
Look at
three,
that.
who are
Double
Stroll,
podium
Tsunoda,
again.
and the owner driver.
Well, not a podium per se, but no. Very good to see Lance get good times, man. Very good, because again, our main objective is now the Constructors. I'm not too worried about the Drivers' Championship. If we lose the Drivers' Championship but win the Constructors, I'm still happy with the season, you know? That's the main thing about my team compared to Driver Career Mode. Like, Driver Career Mode is all about yourself, really. For the most part, unless you're on the team that you support in real life, I suppose. But, yeah, in the My Team, it's all about the Constructors, baby. Okay. I know we could put in a new one here and save us a lot of time, but I want to watch FP3. So yeah, we're not that far ahead of Stroll. I did say I had 46 points earlier, didn't I? That's a bit dumb, because that would mean I'd be below him. Yeah, whatever, ignore what I said then. But yeah, we're only just behind McLaren, and again, that's because of my DNF. So I think we might be able to take top spot once again after this race. I hope so, anyway, if the practice sessions were anything to go by. I don't know, but FP3, here we come. Yeah, so there's nothing left for us to do. Ain't no way we're getting the rest of qualifying pace. Because, you know. But yeah. Let's, there we go. So, it's been about 5 rounds. So now, we go into our second engine of the season. It's at 79% wear. So maybe at some point this season we might have to use like a really worn engine, but I don't think we can afford that right now because we need to get some points back. So yeah, time for us to apply the new component. We can always have an extra one and take a penalty. That's true. And the same goes for the rest of these. Of course, we're going to have a new MGU-H within the next couple of races. Same with a new turbocharger. We'll need a new one of those as well. Gearbox, that's getting pretty close. It might be smart of us to actually put in a new gearbox. But I don't know. I feel like we could push it for this race. I feel like we could. I don't know, though, because if our gearbox starts jamming, then we're going to be in a bit of trouble. It's not what we're going to want. And the gear jams start at around 70% wear. And we're at 62 right now. So we might be okay. We might be okay for just this race, but we'll have to 100% replace the gearbox for Austria. The turbocharger and the MGU-H might need replacing as well. But yeah, I'm trying to harvest as much as possible here to outsmart the AI when it comes to engine wear. So we're going to leave it as it is for now. Will it come back to bite us in the form of a gearbox, a jammed gear? Yes, 100%. I'm pretty sure that it does have a high chance of happening. I'm not 100% sure, but I'd say like 80% sure it could happen. But I'm willing to take the chance that we might do okay, you know? But yeah, the ICE definitely needs doing, that's for sure. So we're going to skip a lot of time. I want to wait for Stroll to go out there and see what types of times he sets. Yeah, he's going out now. Okay, let's ride on board with Lance. So he's on an out lap right now. I want to see what kind of time he's going to get. So who's he competing with? Charles Leclerc, a 112.4, a 112.5. So if he can get within that range, then that's going to be very, very important for us. See, on certain camera angles, you can see what looks to be puddles on the track. It's very weird. Very, very weird. Because you can see the reflections. But anyway, here comes the Canadian Lance Stroll. Round the final corner, ready to start his first lap of FP3. Alright, let's see how he does. Riding on board with Lance Stroll. So he will be at maximum focus at this point, especially after that activity we just did. But he is usually on maximum focus, so I'm expecting big things now. The first few rounds have shown that he's capable of it. He's very, very capable of it. So let's just see what he does compared to Leclerc and Verstappen. That's the important thing. I don't think he's going to beat Leclerc and Verstappen, for sure. Because it comes down to overall at the end of the day. I'm 99% sure they do go over 100 overall. They are capable of doing that. So we'll just have to see. Because that's the case in... there was another game that did it. I can't remember what it was though. It might be Need for Speed, where some cars definitely go over a certain level in like Payback, if I remember. But yeah, that might be the case in most overall based games. But Lance Stroll 111.8, he is quickest. He goes quickest out of everybody, and it's not even close. Oh my god, he goes quickest by about almost half a second, guys. Almost half a second. That is crazy. So a 111.88. Could he go quicker? Could he go quicker? Who knows? That is absolutely insane, though. He's 8th quickest in the speed trap. So, I don't know what that means in terms of overall race pace, but almost half a second quicker is crazy. Absolutely insane. Wow. We might have created a monster here. We might have finally made Lance Stroll one of the best on the grid. Lance Stroll could finally get an F1 win. Could you believe it if he did? It's going to be with our team. It's going to be this season. It could be the Spanish GP. Coming around the final corner now. Is he going to beat his time? Will he come anywhere near it? We want consistency. Oh, he beat it. Oh my god, he beat it. He beat it by almost a whole 10th. That is insane. Lance, oh my god. Lance is on demon time right now. This is him being angry about having the Canadian Grand Prix replaced. We'll have to bring it back. Obviously, he's going to bring a lot of Canadian fans back to F1. We'll have to bring it back in Season 4, for sure. I'll probably replace Austria again. Yeah, we'll probably replace Austria with Canada. And then keep Canada on the grid, because I do like Canada. But, you know, certain tracks that I do like, unfortunately, do have to be replaced. In a 16 race calendar, unfortunately. I do hope they add more options. I would love an 18 race calendar. An 18 one would be fine for me. Yeah, calendar's going to be up to 24 next season with the addition of China to the calendar. Like to the actual calendar. Alright, 1 minute 12. So it's worse, but that's because the tyres are getting worn. But that is consistent as hell. That is so consistent. Alright, so that's us done with FP3. That is absolutely insane that you can do that. Insane. And it's looking great. Hopefully it goes that way in qualifying. But for now, we are done with free practice. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the race. The car feels so good, and not just for me, but for Lance as well. That's incredible. It's amazing. So now we're looking to take the fight to Oscar Piastri, Yuki Tsunoda, and McLaren. Of course, Tsunoda's not really in the fight. He's setting some good times though.
And Yuki Tsunoda.
But that's down to track evolution, I think.
Practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
I would say that's down to track evolution for sure. But yeah, Verstappen's all the way down there. I'm the only one who didn't set a time, but look how far back Nick de Vries is, man. AlphaTauri need to book up their ideas. Replace de Vries and actually add upgrades to that car. God damn. Fortunately, Lance doesn't actually do that many practice programs over this Grand Prix, so he only contributed about 700, unfortunately. Anyway. We got some discounts, but the discounts are usually like so useless. Like they don't really help us much. Maybe that was the whole balancing thing. Maybe that's what Cody's did with the career mode. I don't know. Anyway, so now we just got short qualifying, and then it's 23 laps of Catalonia. Given the laps we ran in testing, you probably already know everything in those to know about the track. Oh yeah, they do pre-season testing in Spain as well, which is odd. Oh my god, I thought I pressed X by accident. I pressed circle by accident. Okay. Whew. That really scared me for a second, because like, I wanted to purchase some upgrades now, because the earlier you purchase them, the quicker they do arrive. I really don't want to add more to the powertrain, I'm not going to lie, because of how bad the brakes can be already. And there's really not much we can do in terms of the chassis. There's nothing else to add. We've got suspension geometry. I guess we have these as well, but in terms of the braking, this is it. We've got all of it. The front nose cone structure is going to put our chassis all the way at the end there, which is such a difference compared to literally this time last season. I'm pretty sure we were the worst in terms of the chassis. But yeah, we almost have all the upgrades now. Oh, that's why we needed to get this to Spec 3. We need failure analysis for the ICE, so it lasts a bit longer. Ah, I did forget about that. Okay. So I guess we've got no choice, I suppose, but to purchase a powertrain. Other than this one. So we can get this one. So 1.1k is all we've got. We've got all the aerodynamics ones. I mean, we've got these ones, so we can... That's going to be the last aerodynamic upgrade. So we're literally insanely close to maxing out this car, which means regulations are 100% coming at the end of the season. These ones are unavailable, so these are actually just coming straight to the car from Mercedes. So the worst part is that the car is just going to get quicker regardless, and for certain street circuits that is going to be absolute hell. So circuits like Baku, for example, oh my god, it's going to be awful, absolutely awful. And I don't know about Singapore, we'll have to see, but that's all the upgrades we can do. Oh, hold on, I think there's a 1.2, 1.4, 1.4, 1.7, yeah, so we've just got some leftover R&D for now. So, yeah, let's get into short qualifying, and let's see what me and Lance can do. Hey, we got a view of ourselves. Yep, yep, yep. That's what always goes on in my head when he does that. I wonder why they do that. Are they like mimicking the media, the commentators or whatever? I like to think they are. Okay. Let's just get out for a banker lap. One of the Williams, I think that was a Williams, already went out. So, let's go. Oh, there's an Aston Martin as well. Hey, what's up, Badro? Cheers, mate. Let's do this. Alright. First lap of the day. This is going to be insanely quick. Just whipping the car, wrestling it through every corner. Kevin Magnussen. Yeah, that was a Williams, I knew it. Sergio Perez, 111.3. Lawson goes second fastest. George Russell, 110.9. Max Verstappen, 110.7. That's what we're aiming for. $110.5, 110.0 dead for us. Stroll's now just coming out. Smart for him. He'll be able to get some track evolution. But yeah, there you go. Our first lap puts us on pole. The provisional pole anyway. Wow, good lap. Thank you, Badro. Now let's see what Lance can do. We're just going to pull into the pits now and get ready to go for our second and final lap. Yeah, I definitely prefer the short qualifying format. I don't think we're ever going to do the Q1, Q2, Q3 format ever again, other than Season 1. In a series, so when a new game comes out. Other than that, I think we're just going to do short qualifying from now on because it's so much better. Alright, let's turn hot lap on just to make sure we don't forget it like we did in Monaco. Alright. Stroll will be looking to start his lap now. That was him going past. So hopefully we get into the pits in time and we're able to watch his onboard. Alright, good lap for Team Pepsi Racing right there, at least for us. Now it's time to see what Stroll can do, to be honest. Oh, I love how I can see my actual name there as well, that's dope. That's cool. I don't really notice that. I don't think I've ever noticed that. But that's cool. I just wish we had more of a paddock experience in the career mode, you know? Okay. Let's ride on board with Lance and see what he can do. He was pretty strong through the practice sessions, so I'm quite excited to see what he can do here in qualifying. He looks quick, at least through these corners. Looks very quick. Let's see what he can do. 1:10 and 1:10, so not the greatest. The two Ferraris are quicker. 1:10.6. We got a 1:10 dead, so we're going to get into the 1:09s next lap. That's if we set a good lap anyway. Lando Norris goes quicker than Lance. I wonder if Lance is dealing with some engine gremlins, so engine wear. Lando goes pretty quick though for Mercedes, so that's good for them. I didn't really check if they brought any new upgrades in, but who knows. I love how we got like a bunch of extra soft tyres for qualifying, as if you could do more than 2 laps. I mean, I guess you could, I suppose. But you'd also want time to do another lap. Like, towards the end. Because those are the ones that are going to matter the most when track evolution comes in. Magnussen's doing his 2nd lap already. So I wonder if he's going to come back out. I guess you could do 3 laps. Okay, people are going to be hopping out now. Yeah, okay. This is our 2nd and final lap of qualifying. So, this is the one that matters. The first one is a banker just to get on the board. This is the one that matters. Alright, people. Right, we're slower already. But that should change when we go around some corners. Because of the track evolution giving us extra grip. We've had to lift off the throttle a little bit there. I took too much curb. Not a good start. Too much curb there as well. God damn it. We bottled it. We bottled it, guys! We gotta hope our original lap was good enough. Yeah, that was not good at all. Not good at all.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
We got lucky there. We got lucky. Our original lap was good enough. Yeah, we lost so much time in Sector 1 because I took way too much curb. But that's the important thing about qualifying. It's all about pushing on the limit.
The owner driver, Norris and Carlos Sainz. Goodbye for now then. We are really just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
I think other drivers may have struggled as well because the standings didn't change. Let me look at the racing director. So Sonoda did 3 laps, Verstappen did 3 laps. Yeah, so Stroll went about a second, almost a second slower. Ah, so it wasn't just me. Okay. So, I guess the track evolution wasn't the greatest for most of these guys. Charles Leclerc doesn't improve neither. Verstappen didn't improve. He improved on the 2nd lap, but not his 3rd, which I assume he did towards the end. Bottas didn't improve neither. Piastri didn't improve neither. Was there anyone towards the bottom that improved? Nick de Vries. Even Nick didn't improve. Albon? No one improved on the 2nd lap. That is strange. So we've got Lance at P6. We're P1. We've got a Mercedes in P2. Piastri has a howler in P9. So that's a very good sign, considering how he's consistently been on the podium every race so far. But we beat Sainz in qualifying, which pushes us out ahead of him in the rivalry. So that is important. That's great for us. I do wish Stroll would have improved, but no one really improved on that 2nd lap, so I can't really complain too much. Bit of a waste of a lap, to be honest, but whatever. What matters is that we're on pole. And now we just got to hope that Lance can gain some positions in the race, which I think he should be able to, right? Because our car is now the best on the grid now, which is really weird to say. But now we actually have the best car on the grid, as these regulations are getting maxed out, so, oof. Feels good. But it's up to us to make the most of it. both me and Lance. So, yeah. We have the ability to win the Constructors. We have a powerful enough car to do that. We have the car to win the Constructors. We just need to make sure that we pull in the results. And luckily, when I haven't been able to pull in results, Lance has been able to pull in results. And in Monaco, we both pulled the result. Let's see if we can do it again here.
First win for Red Bull on debut here. One of the great dramatic days in Formula One after the clash on the first lap of Hamilton and Rosberg. The entire crowd.
Nico Rosberg, the man who beat Lewis Hamilton in equal machinery?
An extraordinary race. It's always a treat to come back here for the Spanish Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to Spain, people. Woo! It's got the makings to be a pretty good race. At least I hope so, anyway. And we are on pole, so that's a great start.
To drive the grid order for today's exciting race. It's the owner-driver then in pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Sainz, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Stroll, Verstappen, Bottas, Oscar Piastri, Russell, Perez, Liam Lawson, Teo Porcher, Gasly, Ocon, Drugovich, Albon, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Sargent, Joe, and Nick de Vries rounds off the grid. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
He's terrible in this game. He's just awful. I mean, he wasn't that good in real life, which is so strange considering what he was able to do at Monza. This is weird. Wow. F123, ladies and gentlemen. Just skip that. Alright, we're on pole. What's the strategy looking like? So, softs to mediums is the strategy, which, yeah, I think I'm going to go with. That fuel load is awful. What on earth? We're going to put that down to about, I think, 25 laps. Right? I think that's safe. Alright, we'll go on the softs. 27 would have made this car so heavy. But I need enough fuel to compensate for the fact that, you know, we basically hot lap every lap. Tsunoda's on hards, so...
Who's got their strategies right for today's race? We'll soon find out.
So, hopefully Lance has a really good start. Because if Lance has a good start, you can get ahead of Tsunoda right away easily.
Their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Alright. How has the car already got dirty, man? What the hell? Did you see all that, like, grass and mud on the car already? Jesus. Well, here we are. The Williams starting right next to each other. So it's good to see those two are similar skill, I suppose. Here we go. Oh, it's a pretty good start for Sainz behind us. He's going to get a slipstream off of us, but he's not going to be able to make the overtake because the Mercedes is in the way, and Stroll did manage to overtake Tsunoda. And we are ahead going into turn 1. Here we go then. Let's get out of the way of that slipstream. Just a little bit anyway. Okay, so we've got to watch that gearbox. Right there. 63% on the gearbox. And we've got 23 laps. Can the gearbox take it? I really hope so. Well, There we go. Really good start for us. We've already gained some time. Objective here is to get out of, to get over a second ahead of Sainz before DRS gets activated, because then we get to relax for a bit. And hopefully Lance is able to undercut some of the guys in front. But I'm not holding my breath. I know how bad the AI strategy can be. We're going to follow what our strategists are saying. The car feels really good right now. Then again, I might pit earlier if these soft tyres feel awful. By lap 11 or close to that, so lap 10 is on the cards.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
So Sainz has set the fastest lap on that last lap, so that's not good for us. And he was catching up quite a bit there towards the end of that lap, so got to be a bit careful with this. Oh, he's getting close to us now with that DRS. Which is not good at all. So the DRS is pretty strong on this circuit. Which again is not good. At least for now. It will be good when we get in second place, when he overtakes us eventually. But we've actually pulled ahead away from Stroll. Stroll's actually managed to get P4, so that's great. So I'm actually going to try and hold back some of these guys, just so we can get Stroll back into DRS. We're going to play the long game, we're going to play the team game. So I'm going to brake really hard going into these corners, just to hold these guys up. So then Stroll can get back into DRS and hopefully make some overtakes happen. Of course, it definitely does mean that we're going to come under pressure from Carlos. I mean, if he does moves like that, he's only costing himself time. So we just got to make sure that we stay ahead. But yeah, we managed to cut down that time, so Stroll will be back inside DRS now, which is the important thing. So I guess we can go back to going full steam ahead and getting away from Sainz. And to be fair, Lance is historically good at this circuit if last season was anything to go by in real life. I think he got a P5, right? If I remember rightly, so yeah. Things are looking good for him. Just really hoping he makes the overtake on Lando. Come on, Lance. Maybe I'll just have to push him back a bit more. So let him catch up to me a bit with that DRS. We're gonna go down the middle here, make the car as wide as possible. And then, there we go. Woohoo! We do have a little rivalry going on with Sainz, like, over the last couple of seasons, which I do like to see. Looks like Sainz might be our long-term rival. You know, like the Senna versus Prost rivalry. Schumacher and Alonso. Hamilton and Vettel, more like. Or Rosberg, I suppose you could say. Hamilton and Verstappen. Sainz is going to be like our version of that. Oh, he tried something there and he failed miserably. And he had to brake, he had to completely dive out of that. So hold on, we might actually just be able to pull away. Oh, we're over a second away now, and he is not going to get DRS, which means he is going to be in some trouble now from the Mercedes behind him. And in turn, perhaps maybe Lance, I hope. Let's just make sure we get away from Sainz. Oh, he's struggling now, 1.2 seconds behind. Alright, let's DRS away. And Lando could be pulling off an overtake.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by...
Look at that mini-map. He's going round. Can he get the move? Yes, he can. Lando Norris in the Mercedes is now in P2. Which is good in terms of the championship as well, because Mercedes aren't really competing so far. So anything can happen, really. But Sainz is struggling now, so if Stroll can just stick to the back of him, perhaps we could see an overtake. Well, I'm going to use this opportunity to save some of my ERS now, which means Lando is going to catch up. But I'm fine with that, I'll just back him up. Back him up into the rest of the pack. The McLarens are not doing good at all. They are right down the order. They look like they might even be outside the top 10. But Lando's pace is looking pretty good. I don't know what it is about that Mercedes. On certain tracks it's really, really good. You know, like at Portimao last season. Oh, he's pulling with that DRS. There we go, okay, we might just have to fight him now. Taking too much curb there. Oh, let's take the inside. Okay. Lando's putting us under some pressure. So we're going to back him up. Back him up into Sainz. Okay, so Sainz is going to get DRS on Norris now. And we've had some major understeer there. Oh, Lando really wants that inside, doesn't he? Okay, here we go. Just try and dance the car round him to stay in front. Okay, Lando's putting us under a decent amount of pressure now, but the softs still feel good, so we're going to stick to this strategy. We'll stick to the strategy of lap 11.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Just bobbing and weaving to stay out of the way of that slipstream. The Stroll's doing good, he's consistent. I just wish he would go for an overtake. He did do one on Leclerc though. Now please take down the other Ferrari for us. And then I'll do the rest. I can back Norris up into Stroll then, and then Stroll will get DRS and hopefully overtake. Okay, oh no. Something just happened, something just happened! Something just happened on the minimap! What is going on? Oh, it's Stroll! Oh, he spun it! Lance, no! Oh no! What happened? What happened? He just lost the car. And he was still powering. He should have let go. Oh no, Lance, that might call a safety car. He's out of the top 10 now. Oh no! Damn it. Oh, teammate.
Gap to your teammate behind is 0.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're 20 seconds. Your last lap time was
no!
1.8.
Oh, Lance a million. Fuck! I'm gutted. I'm actually gutted at that. Why? Of all people who had to spin it, why is it gotta be Lance? He's not going to recover from that.
Be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
Now we're all alone in this top 3. I'm just going to have to back them up again. I don't want these two chasing me. Just going to go slow. We're going to go nice and slow through this. Ah ha ha! Nice and slow, get the rest of the pack to catch up. Lance is all the way at the other side of the circuit now. Oh, Lando! Okay. The rest of the pack's caught up now. Yeah, fuck. Lance is not going to recover from that unless he pits early and tries to undercut. Well, I think that's what we're going to do.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
We're going to have to. We have to cover off Lance. I was hoping that we'd be able to stick to our strategy, so, you know, Lance could, you know, help the team that way. And he might still be pitting on this lap. Who knows? I really hope not.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go,
No,
go.
he's not.
Perfect job on the turn
He's
in
gone
there,
past.
mate. Looks like a nice stop.
No, he's going
We're
past
happy
now.
with that one. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Fucking hell, Lance. His focus is on the maximum. I don't understand. I know career mode has scripted events, but it doesn't make sense for it to be Stroll. It hurts, man. It hurts to see him back here. Because he's capable of so much. He was doing so well as well. Fuck, we were in for such a big amount of points. Best thing we can hope for now is he pits this lap. Lance, you need to pit, bro. Please pit. I think him spinning out should have been an indicator to pit, to be quite honest. He's 4 seconds behind the rest of the grid. He's not pitting. Oh my god, Lance! Lance! Man, you need to pit! You're gonna have to let me pass. I'm sorry, Lance. Oh, hold on. I'll just back up the rest of the grid here. Let's back these guys up. Well, I could, Go, Lance. I'm going to back up the rest of the grid. I'm backing up these guys for this lap, just to buy Stroll some time. Because these are the guys that are following me anyway. I don't think I'm going to get undercut. But if I do, it is what it is. I want to try and save this race for the team. Well, we get DRS as well because of Lance, so for that anyway. But Leclerc's right behind him, so Sainz went for another lap. Lance is pitting now, okay. Hopefully we bought him some time with that. But we do get DRS because of him. That is the main thing. We're now back into P1. So let's keep backing up the rest of the grid. Because if we keep doing that, then eventually Lance is going to catch up, right? If we do that. Lando's coming up the left. we're going to slow him right down. Back him up into Leclerc. Those guys were coming in quick then if you saw the rear view mirror. I was a bit scared then. Whoa, Lando! Chill. Right, we want him to catch up with me because this way Stroll can get caught up with the rest of the pack. Slowly. It's going to take a few laps though. We need the rest of the pack to catch up. And we need to be able to stay in front on this main straight. I think that's Lance out the race, honestly. I don't think there's much we can do. I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying to back up the rest of the pack, but I need to wait for the rest of the grid to catch up to the guys out of this DRS train. Oh, there's a bit of shunt there from Leclerc as we tried to slow down. Leclerc's actually overtook Norris because of that. Oh, there's some changes happening there. Okay. Okay, now it's Leclerc that we need to deal with. I'm going to take the inside as he goes for the overtake here. I'm going to slow him down too. One of the Haas is caught up at the back there. I don't see Lance just yet. Teammate.
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving you.
Fuck off, man. Teammate.
I didn't catch that, mate. Just say it again.
What do you mean? Teammate.
Please repeat, you're breaking up.
Fuck you. This doesn't work, Cody's.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 16.2 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh
Oh
hards.
my god.
They're currently 21st. Time last lap
Yeah,
was
no
1
way.
minute 32.
Fuck's sake, Lance. Just when I was starting to believe. Just when I was starting to believe in this constructor's dream. Right, we really now need to catch up to Verstappen. So, I've tried my best, but the rest of the grid behind that Haas is just so far back, there's really no point.
Taking a little damage, just watch out for it.
So now we just need to focus on catching up to Verstappen. I wouldn't have had that problem if the fucking voice feature would work properly. Teammate.
Gap to your teammate.
Oh, now you
behind
work.
is
Oh, fuck
45
you.
seconds.
Fuck
Okay, they're on
you.
fresh hards. They're currently 21st. And the time last lap was a 1:12.5.
Alright.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 0.3 seconds.
Oh, a bit of a dive bomb there. He's still there, he's still there. But we got it. Alright, we're going to stay on the inside as he looks to make the move around the outside. Not happening, Max. And the Ferrari of Leclerc is overtaking him. Oh, Verstappen's keeping it. Verstappen is keeping it, alright. But we've got P1 back, that's what matters. And McLaren are wayward, so we're still going to take P1 in the constructors, but we really could have used Lance up here to gain some more points. Okay, so we now got to withstand a challenge from Max. He's just barely catching up with us now because of how powerful our engine is. Which marks a big change from season one.
The underbody's taken some damage, you might start to notice it soon.
Lance takes the fastest lap on those hard tyres. Can you do something with it, Lance, and make some overtakes, please? I don't know how far back he is from the rest of the grid, to be honest. But at least he's taking fastest lap, which means, like, I think he took it from me. No, he didn't. He didn't take it from me. So none of the competitors gets the fastest lap. So I can forgive Lance if he keeps that. If he can keep that fastest lap. And who knows, maybe that fastest lap means he's actually caught up and he's getting some DRS now, which would be very, very, very useful. But he's took the fastest lap, that's what matters. Because that's an extra point away from our challenges. Verstappen is sticking to us like glue right now, and he is ahead of us in the championship, so we might want to back him up. Let's do it. Let's back him up. Back him up into Leclerc. Okay, there we go. That's going to be very useful. He is managing to stay ahead for now, but we're going to brake early and really slow the Dutchman down. That should mean Leclerc will get DRS. Here come the Ferraris. We're going to have to let Verstappen go through there. Very harsh braking there. Not giving an inch. And Carlos Sainz. I was really hoping it'd be Leclerc, but it's Sainz that overtakes Verstappen, which will really help us in terms of the championship. And Leclerc has overtook Verstappen as well, which is even better. McLaren are wayward. Only one of them are actually within the points. I don't know where the other one is.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Okay, let's check the status of this gearbox. 68%. There is a chance we could still have a failure, so I'm now just going to gun it. I'm not going to do any more holding up. We want to get as far ahead as possible. Okay, that was good for us. Good from us, I mean. Had an itchy nose then, that's why I didn't accelerate quick. Oh god, went a bit deep there. It's fine. Got back in front, and that's actually gained us some time as well, because we did cut off Sainz a little bit. We're running out of VRS though, and we're not gaining enough, if anything.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Okay. Yellow flag behind us. Oh, there's a McLaren all the way at the back. I wonder if a McLaren spun out. That would make sense. Which is actually very helpful. And if it's Piastri...
Some information on Sargent. Okay, they're out of this race.
Logan Sargent is out. So that's what the yellow flag was about. Oh, I've just seen Stroll. So he's caught up to the rest of the pack. I don't know where he is though. And I don't think it'll be enough for him to be anywhere near the top 10, but we're going to be in a bit of trouble now. Here comes the Red Bull and Max Verstappen. Looking to overtake Sainz. We are running out of VRS quite rapidly. We need to give Sainz some space, which I did.
Caution, caution. Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
There's the stricken Williams of Logan Sargent.
Okay, clear.
Yeah, unfortunately when you spin out like that, there's no real chance of a recovery unless there's a safety car, which there hasn't been, so... I will have to look into the settings on that, to be honest, but... Sainz is really bringing us back to Season 2. That was a big collision, if you saw that, between Verstappen and Sainz then. I think we're really pissing off the rest of the grid with this whole backing up thing. Alright, here we go.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
We have literal semi-skimmed pieces left of the ERS, if that makes any sense at all. We're really running out. Oh no! Oof. That was a bit lucky. Got a bit too much on the curb then. Flashbacks to qualifying. This is the last lap, guys. Gearbox is on 68%, so the risk that we did has paid off.
Less than one lap of fuel left now. The tank's pretty much empty.
I know. And these tyres have gone off. Sainz is going to challenge around the outside. Oh my god, we almost spun out. That was close. Yeah, these tyres have gone off. But it's okay. We're going to use the RS pretty much around the final corner. And we're going to take the win in the Spanish GP with the grid right on us. Whoa.
Oh, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserve that race win. Well done, mate.
Driver of the day, Max Verstappen.
They've done it then. A spectacular victory here in Spain and a massive confidence boost going into the next race.
Well, another win for Team Pepsi Racing, but it is a little bittersweet after Lance Stroll's spin.
Out there today?
I feel consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own, and that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
Well, there you have it, guys. Another win for us right here. Very bittersweet, seeing as though Lance Stroll did spin out. But we've made the best we could with that. It does suck, because I really did try to help Lance out in that race, backing up the guys behind us. And he just made a silly mistake, and it cost him the whole race. But we get the win, and McLaren definitely had similar struggles as well, since we saw one of the McLarens way back in the grid. So what matters is that we're definitely back ahead of McLaren.
So let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. It was not the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Let's focus on driver of the day, Natalie Pinkham. Come on, who do you pick? It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The owner drivers team moved to the top of the table.
Yes!
Well, that certainly was an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Well, the thing that we can take away from this 100% is that Lance Stroll, he did recover to P14, so good for him. So who was it? It was Tsunoda. So Tsunoda had a mishap at one point. But yeah, Stroll was able to recover to P14, wasn't able to get past any of these guys, unfortunately. Théo Pourchaire has another set of points. And once again, George Russell is not scoring points again. What is that? Is that him having a really bad strategy, or is that getting caught up in a fight with Tsunoda? I feel like they would have. Let's look at the race director. Have we got any incidents? No, we don't. We have a collision, a Perez collision with Verstappen, and a mechanical failure for Sargent. So George Russell pit on lap 11, soft to medium. So there should have been no reason why he was so far back. To be fair, actually, he had a bad stop. That might be it. He had a really bad stop. And Tsunoda pit on lap 10 to from hards to medium, so he had an altercation. It just sucks how Lance waited to pit until lap 12. Tsunoda had front wing damage. That's why he had to pit again. Okay. But yeah, it does suck how Stroll, didn't pit earlier. I think it would have definitely helped him had he pit earlier. He could have pit on the lap after us, like lap 11, and took that instead. But yeah, whatever. We get the win. We're P2 in the Constructors, 9 points behind Piastri because his consistency finally ended. He got a P8 instead of a usual podium finish. So, good news for us. Okay, audio's still looking good. We are still not ahead of Sainz in the rivalry somehow, even though we beat him in qualifying and in the full race. Yeah, earned 25 Constructors' Championship points in a season. So we're not going to get paid by Lugner until we've done that, unfortunately. And I feel like Lugner's supposed to be like a main title sponsor then, and not a per Grand Prix sponsor.
Right, it's time for you to have a think about our profit margin and what areas of the operation might benefit from that money.
Okay, so we've got some mail. But this is for stuff outside. Oh, no, we just got a Grand Prix trophy. Oh, yeah, it's the first time we won at Spain. Good for us. So, the thing we're going to want to do is, for sure, definitely get the fabrication upgrade for durability. So, that's going to leave us with only 1.7 million, but we do have a few weeks before... Yeah, we do have a few days still before we have to get Stroll's thing done. So, we get 31k with the sponsor advertisement, so we'll definitely do that. Lance definitely needs to get back into the simulator. We'll have the podium celebration party. Yeah, we'll have it there instead. And then it's G-Force training. Then we'll do the sponsor advertisement. Chassis team building could be very useful. Let's do that. That takes away cash, and we need to start building up cash now. And then I don't like doing department focuses. So, yeah, aerodynamic department. R&D believe they're on the verge of a major breakthrough and require your time in the simulator immediately. It would mean you missing an important meeting with the aerodynamics department. What should I tell them? I decline it. We don't need like a major breakthrough or whatever in the aero department. We need a major breakthrough in the brakes department. We need that fixing. Alright. We got our first durability upgrade now. The resource points generation spec 2. So that's good for us. We get more resource points now. And weekly resources, boom, 1.9 mil back in the aerodynamics department. And they appreciated that we kept the meeting, so the morale is up. Awesome. Chassis team building there, even more weekly resources in just a second. We've got a marketing department. Oh, marketing department team would like to add a new product to our driver merch store exclusively for the next Grand Prix. They want to know what type of item you would like to add to our range. I'm ignoring that because it costs money. You know?
Thanks for dealing with that. The department's appreciated.
And we need to start building up money for this contract renewal. Right, there's even more money. 4.6 million, and we get even more weekly resources before the Grand Prix, so that's good for us. How's these contracts in? We've got 35 days left, so yeah, now we're not going to spend anything until this contract renewal is done.
We had a major issue on the production line.
Damn it!
So the entire development package for the weekend has failed. Any
Are you fucking kidding me?
Ordered from the R&D screen.
Damn it. Come on, we need these ultimate upgrades. Luckily we have loads of R&D points, so we're all good. Got another marketing department event. Ooh, we got scheduling conflict. 2 different departments have been booked for component testing in the simulator today with Stroll, but other issues have limited our time in the simulator, so we only really have time to test one of them. What should our priority be? Chassis.
You handled that well.
And we get 900 resource points for that as well, which is very, very useful for us. We got some newly available upgrades now, apparently. Okay. Durability department. Oh yeah, the ICE fit. Oh wait. Yeah, because now our facility's upgraded. Let's actually have a look at this. Wow. This is the new facility for durability. That is a big change. Big change. I like how these departments change so much. Even the marketing one will change now, but yeah, I think we can start focusing on that now. We don't really need to max these out. We could probably leave these. We're quite fine. This is almost maxed out apart from pit equipment, so I guess we could max that out, and then we can focus on marketing and get that leveled up. But there you go, more weekly resources, and that puts us at 6 million. So we've got 6 million. Will that be enough? I really hope so. I really hope so, because we don't have long before the contract renewals. So, yeah, that will not be good. Okay. And the new upgrade for the chassis front nose has arrived.
For the next Grand Prix.
Still have one in development, which will come in for Silverstone. Alright, things are looking really good as we go into the Red Bull Ring. Wow. So we had one department thing fail, but, you know, once they fail, they're definitely going to be okay for next time, so... Not something I'm worrying about too much, especially now that we've got another upgrade that has arrived. Alright. Development update. Oh, there we go. So that was another ultimate upgrade, and we are once again back ahead of Red Bull. So no excuse for Lance this time. But I'm not going to be harsh. I'm not going to replace him if he does really bad here. Like, no, he's done really well for the team. If he just has a bad couple of Grand Prix, that's fine. But yeah, and to be fair, I'd be a bit of a hypocrite if I did that, considering what happened in Baku. So, yeah. And he did take the fastest lap in Spain, so that's one thing we can take away, because I'm pretty sure Sainz would have gotten it otherwise. But yeah, this is looking pretty close, the title fight for the drivers. And yeah, I'm hoping now we can start pulling ahead in the constructors, because Tsunoda's not quite pulling his weight in that McLaren. So, and there's not much difference between us and the McLaren. We do have the same engine after all, so yeah. Oh my god, AlphaTauri have points now. Who scored points for AlphaTauri? It wasn't recently. And it was Albon, and he got 4 points in China. Okay, I didn't really notice that before. But yeah, Alfa Romeo are in the mud again. Jesus. Joe Guan Yu and Nico Hulkenberg. That car is whack. That car is awful. Alright. So we've got 2.9 in the R&D, so we could actually just get some upgrades right now, right? It'd probably be a durability upgrade that we could get. I mean, we could get any of these, but that is the last aerodynamics upgrade, which is looking awesome. And we could end up shutting down one of the facilities once it's finally all upgraded. I've just realised. So once this arrives, we could probably shut down the chassis facility, right? And then shut down the aero one after that. Because doesn't that save money? Right? How much money would that save us, though, in the long term, if we shut down those facilities? Because if we follow that, we could basically shut down the chassis department, because we're about to get this one, which will get us a big upgrade going into Silverstone. And then we still got the powertrain to do. So that's cool. But I did say that I wanted to go ahead and get this one done because it helps the wear a bit more. Unfortunately, it wouldn't arrive until after Hungary, which isn't very good. So we could rush it instead. So let's do that. Let's rush it. We've rushed it before, and it's come out fine. So, you know, if it does bad, it is what it is. Ah, it's a sprint weekend. Okay. Well, extra chance for us to get points, I hope. Anyway, so this is the only practice session that will likely matter. We've got race strategy, track acclimatization, and ERS management. The only ones that matter, pretty much. So I think we'll just do track acclimatization and ERS management, and then we'll do race strategy in FP2. Because we've only got qualifying afterwards, right? Could do all of them then instead. I don't know, we'll see how much time we've got by the end of some of these sessions, some of these programs. I forgot Austria was a sprint weekend, but it's a chance for extra points, so if Stroll finishes quite high in qualifying, then that's great. And Austria is one of the easiest tracks to drive on, in the game anyway. In real life, it's a different story with track limits and stuff. Alright. Let's do this. And I might end up making this like a mega episode, depends how I feel by the end of this Grand Prix, because I could do Silverstone and Hungary as well.
Come in from the factory, right? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
Good to go. Good to go. Oh, I don't have an Austria set up just yet. So, let's get a set up from the usual website. And then we'll adjust it as needs be. Should we find anything in this setup that we don't like for us personally. Okay, so Aero 19 and 15. Transmission would be 50 and 51. Then we've got suspension geometry 260 and 1. O2 and 16. Then we just got suspension 36, 10, 10, 2, 33, 39. Brakes 100%, it's already there, and then 54 for the front brake bias. Tyres 22.9, both there, and then these stay the same. So there's our Austria setup. Bada bing, bada boom. That didn't take us long. Boom. Okay. Without further ado, let's get out there.
Don't push the car just yet. Track is still green. Try to take it easy for
Alright,
the first couple of laps.
so this is another track that we have not been on since Season 1. Alright, so we'll have to replace the gearbox after this session, for sure. Oh my god! Okay, very cold tyres. But this track is going to be insanely quick. God, I can feel how cold these tyres are. Jesus. Yeah, we need to warm these up. Alright, let's get going. God, these hards are horrendous. Alright, let's go.
Okay, DRS zone coming up.
We
Get ready
braked
to
way
open
too
it.
early then.
Distance is on your MFD.
Alright. Yeah, the hards aren't very good right now. So, we might be saying no for the race in terms of using the hard tyres. They don't seem to have enough grip. Yeah, these do not have enough grip. Whew. Very unstable. Set a pretty quick lap though. Fuck! These tyres are not it. We did go even faster though, apparently. Makes me think just how fast we could go if we got it all purple. Yeah, fuck! The hards just don't grip very well now with these maxed out MyTeam cars. Well, almost maxed out.
Okay,
Even,
test
oh,
complete, and
I
that was
thought
a
that was
really
even
good job
quicker then.
indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
This car feels insanely quick around here. Imagine how quick it's going to be in qualifying. Oh my god.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
Felipe Drugovich sets the fastest time, a 1.06 dead. But we look to be setting an even quicker time. Oh my god. 1.58, 1.55 for us. Oh my god, it's going to be absolutely rapid in qualifying.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Absolutely rapid. Let's turn the engine down. And we'll check on this gearbox as well. 70% on the gearbox wear now. So I think we could probably use it for one more practice program, but we do need enough time to replace it. All right. Car feels really good around here. Really, really good. Even on the hards, which makes certain corners a lot more difficult. But that's the hards. Just imagine how rapid this is going to be on softs. Okay. And we can't even test the softs right now. They're all reserved for quali and the sprint race. These mediums are reserved for P2. For FP2. Okay. Let's go mediums. And oh wow, we didn't even set an optimal first and second sector time, which I find really hard to believe, to be honest, but not that it matters. We got the ones that were important. So that's just time for ERS management, which is so unbelievably easy. Oh my god. You just have to do a lap without ERS.
Program, we're looking at ERS management. This is all about managing your battery efficiently through the lap to hit your target time. The overtake button will drain the battery quickly, but it will also give you maximum power.
And I won't need it at all. Okay, maybe I will need it a little bit. Just because we fucked up on the corner a little bit. That corner is made a lot more difficult with these brakes. Oh my god. We have to use the ERS again. Okay, this challenge is made so much harder now because of these maxed out MyTeam cars. It makes it so awful. Well, to be fair, we're using no ERS during this lap. That would make a lot of sense. Alright. Oh, I ran to the gravel as well. This is an absolute failure. I'm just going to retry.
Okay, this is the ERS management test. Hit the target time whilst managing your battery charge. The more efficiently you use energy throughout the lap, the higher you'll score. Use your overtake button for maximum power, but remember that it will drain your energy rapidly.
Alright, so far so good. Okay, ERS management is a lot more difficult in Season 3. Oh my god. Fuck! And I fucking pressed triangle right before the DRS happened. So then it didn't activate it, so we failed it. Fuck's sake. Oh my god. That's what I get for looking at, not looking. I was looking at the bottom of the screen. Signs, get out of the way. Okay, perfect. Ooh, there we go.
Well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
That was a lot harder than it really needed to be. Season 3, these maxed out cars are fucking awful to use. Jesus. Right, we're gonna put box.
Didn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Fuck off.
Repeat the message.
Box.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
I don't like how that only works sometimes. Alright, just as our gearbox hit 74% as well. The gearbox starts having, like most of the engines start having proper major issues at 75% onwards, so we just about got that challenge done before the gearbox starts having issues. So yeah, now's the time to put in a new gearbox. But yeah, I feel really good about the race. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm just hoping Lance does well. It was proper heartbreaking to see him spin out in the Spanish GP, considering we were on for a double podium. Alright. We're already at 11% wear on the ICE. Oof. Okay, yeah. 71%? That's bullshit. It's literally said 74%. I swear it was. Okay, whatever. Let's fit this new thing. So that's us done. Stroll's out on the hards. It's first in the speed trap. Okay. I don't know where we are. Don't show. I don't know how to look at that info, but yeah, Lance seems to be doing alright on the hards, you know. God, I want to see a proper camera like this, thank you. God damn it. I hate it when it switches to an onboard camera, even though I want to see like this cinematic camera. And 105. What did we do on the hards? It'll probably be slower because of track evolution, but it'd be nice to see. On 106. On 106 dead. Well, 105.5 was the quickest. 105.5 and then Stroll 105.2, and then his average seems to be about 105. So maybe about the same pace as us on the hards. I should hope so. We need him to be up there. Obviously we need him to be like not as good as me if we want to win the Drivers' Championship, but I don't really care about that this season. I'm all about the Constructors. We need to win that. After that, then we'll do whatever. But yeah, my main goal is getting the Constructors. Anyway, new gearbox now. Going into qualifying. Let's go.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three.
Stroll's third.
Driver, Norris.
Quicker than Sainz on the soft.
And that's it. Practice is officially over.
Yeah.
Until next time, goodbye.
Wow. That is crazy. That's a good sign. But again, I don't want to have hope now, because I was starting to really believe in the Spanish GP that Stroll was like going to get us like some really big points after his first few races of the season. But yeah, then he span out. So I'm scared he'll spin out now. But he's got 2 chances. If he qualifies really good, he's got 2 chances to get some points. Sprint and the main race, which is going to be cool if he can score points in both of those, and obviously we can as well. Alright, nothing to really do. Let's go into qualifying. And then we go into FP2, do race strategy, and then it's the races. Bum 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 ba-dum dum da da. All right. Nothing for us to really do other than the pending gearbox. Is there anything else worth doing? Turbocharger and the MGU-H will need to be replaced very soon. I will likely replace the turbocharger going into our home GP. But we'll see, we'll see. We'll see how it is. Alright. Flying lap. Going right out there. I don't want to use up all the CRS right away. Let's go! First lap. Ah, fuck. took way too much curb then and hit a bump. We're going to have to make it up over the course of the lap. We could obviously stay out just to make sure we could get a better lap, but... We could, you know. I think we have enough ERS. Yeah, let's do it. P2, we could definitely be quicker than that. Let's get slipstream. Just a little bit. Lance Stroll goes quickest! Yes! Just what I want to see. Oh, I got stuck on the curb. Okay.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Well, Stroll went quicker than us. We made a mistake into turn 1, but other than that, that was a really good lap, so I'm not going to complain too much. Should have done better though. Oh well. We've always got a second lap. Stroll's just come in after a very fucking good lap from him, which I'm very, very happy about. There he is right there on the left. Good job, Lance. Let's go. Yeah, so he's top of the timing charts by quite a bit as well. Almost a 10th up from Leclerc. Our car's looking really good this season, and I love it. We just got to capitalise on it. We've got to do better in qualifying, personally. Even though we did get pole last time, but I think we got a bit lucky with Spain. There was just barely any track evolution. I think there might have been track devolution, or track regression, should I say. But yeah, Lance picking up pole wouldn't be so bad. I definitely don't want to start in P6 though. Okay, skip ahead. Sainz is going out for another lap, so is Drago, Verstappen, Norris. Okay, these guys will be coming in though, and they'll be wanting to come out for the second lap of the session. Alright, let's go, and hopefully we're not caught up in traffic. No, we're not. He's looking good. I don't see anybody. Alright, 40 seconds left of the session. Alright, here we go.
30 seconds left in the session.
That was a lot better this time. A lot better. Almost lost it again, but we corrected it. Bit too deep. It's fine.
To go.
Okay. Oh, it's bad that we're not much quicker. We're about a 10th faster. Shit. Track limits. It's okay though. 2 tenths up. Where does that get us? I don't think it's pole. It's not pole. Oh, God, that... Oh, what? What is going on with my qualifying pace?
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top
Lance
three.
is on pole.
Stroll,
Wow.
Piastri, and
Just look at how close that is. Oh my God.
Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
Jeez. Was that a second lap from Lance? Or was he slower? He was slower. What is it with this track evolution, or lack of it? That even, like, so there was no improvements here. There was an improvement from us, but it wasn't enough. At least there was an improvement for us, but it didn't move us up anywhere. Yeah, look, he's faster in Sector 3, but Sector 1 and 2 is quicker all around. Verstappen had a really bad Sector 1, but otherwise he would have improved. Lando didn't improve. Some of these guys are going for 3 laps, which could be something to note for Silverstone. Maybe we should go for 3 laps, because just going for 2 doesn't seem to be a good idea if Spain and this is anything to go by, because I don't know, we just didn't improve enough. And it was Sector 2 that would have hurt us, a specific corner, but yeah, it wouldn't have cost us that much. Strange. Very strange, but Lance gets pole position, so he out-qualifies us again. Even Sainz out-qualified us, so he gets extra points in the rivalry. Great. Alright, now we've got FP2, which, I'm going to be honest, I don't really feel like doing. I just want to get into the race now. If you qualified on pole, I might have, or pretty high up I might have, but P8 is pretty bad for us. With the car we have, we should be doing better. So, yeah, let's just do race strategy on the quick practice. Ah, oh, fuck off. Won't even let me do the other one. Damn it. Fuck you. Damn it, man. Hopefully Lance brings in some extra points to make up for it. He did. He didn't bring in much last Grand Prix. So we've got about 3,000 to work with. So that can definitely get us an ultimate upgrade, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, time for the sprint race, and we're going to have to improve our positions quite a lot. I'm not too unconfident though, because, you know, our race pace has been pretty good throughout this season, regardless of what's happened during qualifying. Okay, yes, we've got 2 R&D parts in progress, so that would be for the chassis and durability. So, do we have one more part for the chassis, or is that last part being worked on right now? Yes, it is. And that arrives in 1 more day, so literally the day after this Grand Prix. So we could have more durability, which would definitely help us towards general wear. But a lot of this I don't really have much of an issue with. Maybe the gearbox. Aerodynamics, I think there is one more that we need to do. Yeah, diffuser side fences. So let's do this just to get aero done. Like, get it done right away, and we'll rush it as well. So at least one of these upgrades should arrive. And then after that, we shut down the aero and the chassis facilities, and that's it. Like, it'll be done, maxed out, the best we can do. And then we'll just focus on durability, because powertrain I don't really feel like we need to focus on too much. Especially given as though we're already struggling to brake. So, yeah. More powertrain upgrades, not something I want to do. I think, though, after Singapore, we'll do it, because that's the last street circuit. So, we won't do any more powertrain upgrades going into Singapore, but after Singapore, we'll buy some powertrain upgrades ready for the tracks like Qatar and Vegas. Those tracks are going to want the upgrades. But then again, that all depends on what the regulations are going to look like, because we're due a regulation change at the end of this season. So I'm quite curious to see what happens there, because we might not have to do powertrain at all, because we'll get parts removed anyway.
So it is all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. A fantastic effort from Lance Stroll yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Sainz, Norris, Verstappen, Bottas, the owner driver, Tsunoda, Russell, Ocon, Liam Lawson, Magnussen, Drugovich, Teo Porcher, Gasly, Perez, Joe, Albon, Hulkenberg, Sargent, and Nick de Vries. Which of these drivers will get pole position today?
Oh my god, he's so far behind. I'm convinced that this version of Nick de Vries is like a millionaire that's just bought his spot in F1. Like, this is an alternate universe version of Nick de Vries, because in no way, shape or form would he still be in any F1 team seat if he was, you know, performing like that. He's doing worse than he was in real life. That's saying something. Like, wow, he's so far behind everybody. Alright, but what matters is our own race, and obviously we'll be starting on the soft tyres, so we'll go 9 laps, and yeah, that's about it. Boom. Got about 8 laps in this sprint race. Hey, what's up, TJ?
Formation lap gets underway ahead of today's
so our teammate Lance Stroll, P1, starting on pole position. Piastri's on the medium, so maybe Lance could make a gap out on front. We're looking to get as close to Lance as possible, so we're going to... I'm not going to say we should target P2, but we should get somewhere up there by the end of the sprint.
With the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Because you guys know, wherever you finish in the sprint is where we place, where we start in the race. So tired but I can't sleep. I mean, I'll still be online after this if you want to play, or if you want to hop on. Alright. Sprint race. This dictates where we start in the main race. So, yeah, let's make sure we do good. Got sleep at 6, woke up at 9, but I can't get back to sleep. Jeez. Come up shore. Awesome. Here we go then. 5 red lights. And we are underway. It's a pretty bad start from Norris. He looks to cut off Verstappen, but it's a great start from Bottas. Other than that, it's not that different. Oh my god, that was a very difficult turn 1. Alright. Not the best start. Not the start I expected neither, to be honest. Let's see if we can get Verstappen around there. We did. There's a yellow flag behind us. But I hope I'm probably dead. Okay. Verstappen looking to challenge us down the inside here. I'm not going to give up the spot though. And now we need to catch up to Bottas. It's going to be a bit difficult though, because again, they do have the same engine as us. I was really, really hoping for a good race start, to be honest. To make up some positions, but we couldn't get past anybody. We are first in the Constructors though. One of the McLarens are behind us. Lance Stroll is still out in front for us. So that's what's important. Fuck! I've got to stop going over that curb. Verstappen's right behind us. At least that's a good thing. He is ahead of us in the driver's standings. Piastri and Norris are fighting, which is good. I'm using a lot of ERS just to try and keep up with Bottas though. Okay, we're going to dive here. Whoa, there we go.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Got some engine wear on the turbocharger and the NGUH, so those will have to be replaced. But we're doing good so far. That's 2 positions gained. And we're about to have DRS enabled. God, this thing doesn't like corners. Alright.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Oh, we could catch Norris napping here. There you go, P5. Let's get in front of him. Wanted to get in front of him so we could cut him off, but he's got the slipstream from Piastri. We're going to try and make the move stick, but he is not letting up, is he? We've got the inside here though, and we finally get the move done. And Piastri might be the person we go after last, because everybody else in front, I think, are too far. You never know though. Now we just focus on getting to Piastri. Good wheel-to-wheel racing. Yeah, I'm in season 3, so my car's maxed out now, along with every other driver in the grid, for the most part. So, yeah. It's harder to break. Very, very much harder to break. I haven't even got the powertrain maxed out, and I don't want to, because it's going to make braking so much more difficult. We need to catch up to Piastri, who currently leads the championship standings.
5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps
So
of fuel
if we can get in front of Piastri, that bodes well for us in the standings long term. In terms of the constructors, I'm not worried. Tsunoda's outside of the points. We should be able to get ahead of Piastri, and even if we don't, we're close to him. And Stroll is in first place, so making up for his little spin in Spain. We need to watch out for Norris though.
Ahead is 5.0 seconds.
Come on, turn 1 is definitely a lot more difficult, but I think we're going to get Piastri here. Unless he covers the outside. Which he might. He's looking slow here. Alright, let's use the last of the CRS. Oh, he's covering off the inside. That's a good defense from the Aussie. We've only got a certain amount of time before these soft tyres go off and those mediums look a lot stronger. And it's going to be soon. Alright. Alright, let's do this again. Going to use the last of this ERS. And he's covering off the inside again. Oh my god. But we're really close to him this time. Into lap 7 box, I'd say. Fuck off.
Verstappen's in first place.
We're going for the overtake, but Norris is right behind us as well, so we've got to get this overtake done. We've cut off Piastri a little bit there, but there is the move done. Lance is still in P1. I don't know how far ahead he is, though. We'll have to look on the mini-map. You can see he's not that far ahead of Leclerc, to be honest. But I'd say job done for Lance. He's got more points for us, so I can't really hate on him, especially since he's got more points than us. But we need to work on keeping P4, and then if we want to gain more positions, we'll have to wait until the main race. But Team Pepsi Racing looking strong around the Red Bull ring. Lance is a twat.
Our gap to
He's
the
pretty
car in
good for me.
front is 4.0 seconds.
But yeah, I don't really like him that much in real life. I try to, but, you know. Alright, now we're in a lot of trouble. Oscar Piastri makes the overtake. Lando Norris makes life really hard for us. Piastri didn't get to the apex.
Turbocharges on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
Okay. Piastri didn't use the apex, he tried to cover off the inside. Norris made a big mistake, which let Verstappen get into P6. So, yeah, he's shit. I don't know who's behind him, but that's probably George Russell in the Aston Martin. I highly doubt that's Théo Pourchaire. Piastri's going down the inside. Surely, nah. Okay. We've got a lot of VRS to spare though.
Okay,
after that lap.
On one of the Ferraris.
No,
Okay,
we're not.
Just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Oh, we got it all crossed up there. And we don't even get DRS. That is not good at all. Fuck! And there goes Max Verstappen.
2 laps of fuel left.
Could we get the move through? I think we do. We've got DRS as well. Side by side with Oscar Piastri. Using the last of that ERS. Somehow we managed to snatch back P4. Now we just got to stay ahead, but Piastri is all over us. These softs have definitely gone off now. I'm going to put the ERS on. And we're going to leave it on now. Just to make sure we stay ahead. But we're into single digits. I'm going to take the inside here. Lance Stroll takes his first ever win in the Austria sprint. And we're going to come home in P4, so a decent haul of points in the sprint. And now we look forward to the race.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
You don't get forced to box on short races, do you? No, not on sprints. Not on sprint races. Driver of the day, we gained 4 positions. Most overtakes, so yeah, easy. But Lance Stroll gets his first win for us.
Review, the updated
8 points for the team.
The gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race for our championship leader. The grid is set then. So that
Oh, we're looking close.
Join us tomorrow.
Looking close there. Only 8 points behind.
Goodbye.
Only 8 points behind Oscar Piastri now. And in the Constructors, we are 24 points ahead, looking to get our first Constructors title, which is awesome. Forza Motorsport, you have to box all the time. It's annoying as shit. Yeah, I've heard that game's not that good. That it wasn't really built from the ground up. Alright. So we're starting P4 now, with the 2 Ferraris separating me and Lance. I don't think I'm going to get in the way of Lance. Unless I'm quicker than him, like naturally quicker, I'm not going to get in the way of him. I'm going to play the team game. Like I said, the Constructors' Championship comes first for us now, because we already won the Drivers' Championship. It doesn't matter for me this season. Okay. It's good there's just loads of retards who think they're sick. We're going to lose this rivalry to Sainz, which I don't think is really fair, to be honest, but I guess that's because of our DNF in Baku. There was just no coming back. But hopefully we can start another rivalry with Sainz. There's the record so far. We've got 1 Drivers' Championship. I'm looking forward to adding a Constructors to that. We've got 3 Ultimate parts coming in for the team. We are the best team on the grid so far, but we won't be for long, because at some point we're going to have to level up the powertrain. But then again, we still got some, we've got some ultimate upgrades ready to go for the durability, and we are like second worst when it comes to that. So maybe I won't have to upgrade the powertrain. We're getting upgrades anyway. We're getting these 2 from Mercedes. Just get crashed into, so I only do GT nowadays. I don't know what that is. I thought that was Gran Turismo, but you don't play Gran Turismo. Alright, yeah, without further ado, let's actually look at the vehicle, look at our engine wear. I mean, we can't replace it anyway, because otherwise we'd be taking a penalty, so let's just get into it. 25 laps of the Red Bull Ring. Lance Stroll starts on pole. Please don't spin out this time, Lance. If he spins out again, I'm going to be heartbroken. I'm looking to win the Constructors this season, so we're doing it. Lance has just got to remain consistent. So I'm hoping that spin in Spain was a one-time thing. Because if we can get another double podium here, just like we did in Monaco, that's going to be so, so important. That's like we're already 26 points ahead of McLaren now. So if we can pull a double podium here, it's going to be a great time.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or the other has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. 700 metres above sea level, 10 corners and one of the shortest laps of the season. 2.6 miles with some good overtaking opportunities, but you've got to get the braking right into turn 1 and turn 3. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. A fantastic effort from Lance Stroll yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, the owner-driver, Oscar Piastri, Verstappen, Norris, Russell.
Yeah, Piastri must have had a really bad start then. He was literally 1,000th behind Stroll. So for him to end up in P5 and overtaken by us, he must have had an awful start.
Hulkenberg, Sargent, De Vries, and Sergio Perez completes our grid.
Perez takes a penalty.
Just moments away. It's time to go down to the track.
And
Anthony Davidson joins us for this one. And great to have your company. There's no weather to worry about here. What will be going through the drivers' minds as they finish these last-minute preparations?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn 1. A bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Alright, let's see what the engineers have got cooked for us in terms of the strategy. You can see Lance all the way over there in P1. That's so weird. He is consistently out-qualifying us this season on a few occasions, but looks to me that the strategy is looking to be soft to mediums, which after the sprint race I think I might agree with. The mediums look very good. So definitely pitting onto the mediums towards the end. But other than that, I think we're about ready.
Here we go then. The formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm. That may or may not play into some of the team's hands for today's race.
Okay, so Stroll again is on the soft, same strategy as us, I'm guessing. I don't know what lap he's going to pit on though. I assume he's going to pit later. He always does.
As the cars come back to the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can. And they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, failing that within the points.
Alright. So, my objective is to get into P2 and hold up the rest of the grid. Let Lance get as much time as he needs until our pit lap. But I think we're going to undercut him. We might end up undercutting him. That would make sense. We always pit before him. I would be really surprised if he pit before us. And I wish we could decide their pit laps, but you know, whatever. Up to 5 red lights now. And we are underway. Let's do it. Leclerc's got a horrible start. Leclerc's had a horrible start. Sainz moves to cover us off. Piastri has a great start. And Sainz has kind of ruined our race a little bit there. The two Ferraris, not a good start for either of them. And Sainz tries to pull us down with him. He's going to try and cut me off here. I'm not dealing with your shit today, Carlos. We're going to overtake him. Piastri is looking to chase down Lance. I cannot let that happen. So now we look to catch up to these two out in front. Piastri had a great start, shooting up from P5. We would have had a great start if Sainz didn't cut us off there, so we've got to recover a little bit. Alright, here we go. Stroll sets the fastest lap. Too much curb. We are catching up though, that's the important thing. I think Piastri's also catching up to Stroll, which is a bad sign. Okay.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Piastri did take the fastest lap away from Stroll for a minute there, but we've got it back. So we're using a lot of ERS here to try and catch up to Piastri. Oh no! We've got a flashback that. Fuck. Yeah, the braking on these maxed out cars is so bad. We're only half a second behind Stroll, but Piastri's very close to... I mean, half a second behind Piastri, but he's very close to Stroll now. And we're starting to fall behind a bit.
The track is clear, green flag.
Yeah, he's getting DRS and the slipstream from Lance, so I think the best Lance can do at this point is fight Piastri, and so we can catch up and perhaps take the lead. Not take the lead, but, you know, get past Piastri, and then we can start controlling this race as a team. The worst thing Stroll can do is let Piastri pass him without a fight.
Flag.
Yellow flag, Esteban Ocon out of the session. If Piastri tries to undercut Stroll, I need to follow him in. We're really struggling. It might be because of our certain worn engine parts, but I don't know. But we are struggling to keep up with these guys. Norris P4, 2 seconds behind, so we don't have to worry about anyone behind us for a while.
Okay,
at
you're
the
losing a
least.
small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
Go, 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 go! Yeah, it must be engine wear, because he pulls quite far on the straights. I don't know. We are getting closer at certain phases of the thing. It's sector 3. We're struggling here. Okay. We're getting closer actually, okay. But we're running out of VRS. Piastri's going for the pass. I'm gonna go around the side. Oh, I've got no space. I've gone deep. Damn it! I didn't have any space. And fuck! And now Piastri's ahead.
Drivers just moved into first place.
Oh no! Fucking hell! I know. I can see that. We are fighting though. Keep fighting him, Lance. Go for it. Go on, Lance. Go on, Lance. Let's go. Fuck's sake. The fucking brakes don't work, man. The brakes don't work. Season 3 onwards, the brakes don't work. I really hope these regulations that come in at the end of the season fix this. We're gonna flashback that again. I wanted to see if I could get like to the side of Piastri. We've only got one more flashback to use, or that might have been the last one. Sorry, Lance. Fuck, I can't seem to get the power down. We're in the same car, it's definitely engine wear. It's engine wear for sure. Which sucks. It's the turbocharger being on its last legs, like our engineer said, and the NGUH is about the same. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Right, you know what? If Stroll doesn't pit on lap 8, I am. Because now, even Norris is caught up. Hopefully Stroll can pull on Piastri.
And you're going to be on mediums.
If no one pits lap 10, I'm doing it. Oh, that's a big collision. Get off me! Oh my god, he wouldn't get off me, and I don't have any flashbacks now. You're a fucking dickhead, Oscar. Fuck you. The urge to crash him out right now. I'm not going to do that though, because that's awful. But I don't mind Lando being in second. We don't need to worry about Lando right now.
He's taken a little damage. Just watch out for it.
Yeah, courtesy of fucking Oscar Piastri. I understand our move was like really aggressive, but it wasn't that aggressive to the point he had to like stay on our fucking side pod like that. Right, we're definitely pitting on lap 10. But I wanted to stay like near Stroll so I could see if he pit or not.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.6 seconds.
Alright, I'll let him go on the inside. I'm going to squeeze him out here. I braked when it told me to! Dickhead! What the fuck? He did not want to let me back on track. I guess that's a bit of revenge, I suppose. Look, the brakes are awful. And we've got them maxed out, like there's nothing we can do about it. That's why I don't want to level up the powertrain anymore. Alright. I don't know if... Stroll's not in the pits. Stroll's not in the pits.
This lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
We're doing 15 laps on the mediums. It's going to hurt us towards the end, but... These tyres are dead. Dead, dead, dead. So we're pitting a lap earlier. George Russell's pitting as well, so he's got the same idea.
We had an issue attaching the front.
No, you dickheads, man!
Let's try and put that behind us and get
Of all the times! Of all the times that could have happened.
Finish the race on this compound.
I don't think it's going to affect us too much. But man, that's annoying. Oh guys, what are you doing? Why are you fighting me? We're not in the same battle. Dickheads, man.
Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon.
You shouldn't be fighting me. I'm not in your fucking race. Djokovic is on the hard, so he'll have some decent grip, but we're quicker than the Haas. We're also on mediums, so... We're getting held up by Djokovic here. Oh, he fucking locked up. We are so lucky we didn't take damage then. I have no flashbacks left. Why am I getting a warning for that?
1.7 seconds.
Okay, we're ahead of one of the McLarens, which would be Sonoda. We've got the fastest lap of the Grand Prix from earlier.
Okay, push, push. Gap to the car behind. 2.0 seconds.
Get rid of all that front brake bias in the hopes that it makes these corners a lot easier. Teammates in?
Lance is in the pits.
Okay. I don't know where Oscar Piastri is though. Which is not a good thing. If he pitted at the same time as Lance, that's not good, but if he's still out there, then we've undercut him.
The car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now.
Right, Piastri's just coming out of the pits now. Piastri's on the hards. Okay, that could be really good for us, but now it's time to fight. I think Pourchaire's holding up Piastri, yes he is. So if we could get ahead of Piastri here. Why didn't I get DRS? Okay, we've got ahead of him.
Nice move, good job.
There's the difference in the tyres, baby. Alright. Let's try and get ahead of Pourchaire. Gonna go down the inside, bit of a risky move. But we can afford to do the late braking that we need to do. Oh, we didn't even need to do that because he was pitting. Fuck! What a waste.
Okay, Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 5.3 seconds.
All right, we're in P3. 5 seconds behind the top two, so it's all down to Lance now. Best we can do is hold up these guys for a few laps, which we managed to do there. But they're going to get DRS and stuff, so not good for us. One thing we can take for this, for the next few laps, we are 100% quicker than Piastri. He's on the hards, so that will negate some of our engine wear. Okay, looking good so far. 10 laps to go though. Fuck, he's completely switched back to there. I didn't think I gave him enough space, but apparently so. At least we'll get DRS now. I wonder how much time Sargent cost us when he was fighting us. Alright, let's see if we can catch up to Sainz.
The car behind's gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
Have they updated that curve? I don't remember it being that bad in Season 1. Yeah, we're definitely going to replace some of these parts going into Silverstone because we're really struggling to keep up with other drivers around us.
Verstappen has the lead.
No, he doesn't. No, he does not. Verstappen is nowhere, bro. What? No, he doesn't. He's in P7. What do you mean? What drugs is this game on? This car doesn't know how to turn. Austria might be another one of those tracks just absolutely ruined when you've maxed out the cars. That's something to keep note of in the future, you know, for the next game and so forth. Like, we'll keep these faster tracks on in Season 1 and 2. But then in Season 3, just remove them because they're clearly not that good now. For this car specifically. I don't know how it would work out in driver career mode. But Lando's really close to Stroll. I've just seen that on the minimap. There's nothing we can do about it. They're just gaining on us. Or getting away from us all the time.
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU.
Yeah, I know.
Overheating the
I can
engine
feel
will
it.
exacerbate the issue, so keep temps under control, please.
I can feel it with the absolute lack of power. We're going to lose Sainz very soon.
The pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance.
car is very understeery. I've used all of my ERS just to keep up with science. But we got away from Piastri, that's the main thing. There we go. Could be getting a pass here. We do have DRS, which will give us that extra oomph.
The Mercedes drivers just moved into
And we're
first
past.
place.
No! And Norris made the pass on Stroll. Damn it. Just as we got into P3. It's fine. The double podium will take it still. Lance already got the win in the sprint. He's still bringing home a load of points. And Mercedes, we're not really worried about them right now. Back off, Sainz. They're fighting it. They're fighting still.
The turbocharger's on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
Yes, I'm well aware. I'm well aware that the turbocharger is absolutely shit! Getting very aggressive with Sainz now. Flashbacks to season 2. We've pushed him back as far as Leclerc though. We got ourselves some space. Stroll's back in first. That's a great thing there. The worrying thing is that Lando's still in DRS, so it's literally down to, it's just a one-on-one duel at the front there. And now it's Leclerc that we need to deal with. Right. Oh god, the Ferraris are surrounding me! And somehow we made it through unscathed. Leclerc didn't though. Leclerc's been backed up quite a bit into Piastri. So it's back to Sainz, our old rival. Well, current rival in the game. But I think we're going to lose the rivalry anyway, unfortunately. I think we're going to do really well at the home GP though, at Silverstone. They are now 10 seconds ahead of us, wow. Gave him a little love tap there. We've got no DRS.
Okay, careful with the overtakes. That was a bit risky. We could have received a penalty.
Oh, guys, what are you doing? We have just lost so many positions because of this fucking engine wear and the lack of a DRS. Damn it, I can't outbrake them neither. These mediums are going off. Damn it, we've fallen so far. And now Verstappen is getting aggressive with us. What are you doing? Oh no! It's all falling apart. Fuck! We were literally P3. Ah, we should have put the new engine parts in. I'm not making that mistake again then. Not at a track like this. We should have put them all in. It's all down to power and we're losing power. Come on, power!
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
There we go. We'll get aggressive with Max as well. Just don't have the grip though. Switch back. Yeah, fuck you, Max. Alright. So Oscar Piastri is likely to stay ahead in the championship standings, unfortunately. All because of Ferrari. All because of Ferrari. I mean, that's karma for what we did last season to Ferrari, but man, that's just not fair. Ah, why do I keep going for stupid moves like that? And now we're fucking falling down the order, man. This is one of my worst races in a while. Jesus. We're at the final lap now. Teammate.
Repeat that, I've got some interference.
Fuck off, man! Teammate.
Okay, the static over the radio. Say it again.
Fuck you! Why do you pick and choose when to work? Teammate status.
We're currently trailing our teammate by
I don't care how far behind I am, I want to know where he is.
Old mediums. Your last lap time was a 1 minute.
Where is he?
0.1. Okay, mate, final.
Where is he, bro?
Concentration and let's bring it home.
I want to know where he is.
Your teammate ahead is 18.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in seconds.
Fuck!
Last lap was a 1:06.1.
Fuck's sake. So unless he overtakes on the last lap, it's going to be a win for Lando Norris. You just got to bring it home in fucking P7 again.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.5 seconds.
Damn it. And it would have gone a lot better if it weren't for this fucking engine wear. Bottas won't piss off. I'm not letting you do that this time. Disappointing.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Oh, damn it. I mean, I like it. It's a lot closer of a season than last time, but man.
Another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
I think we'll chalk this one up to a deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside into the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you end up winning the race. It was great to watch as well though, wasn't it? Forget strategy, forget tyre management. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
Well, Lando Norris gets his first ever win in Formula One. I guess that's one good thing to take away
Mercedes
from
are
it.
on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
And to be fair, regardless, Lance is back on that podium. P2, so that's going to bring us a hefty amount of points. But man, I can only blame myself for not, you know, running better engine parts. But maybe that will come in handy later on this season with other cars having engine wear. I hope so. But after 2 seasons worth of taking advantage of other AI engine wear, this time we have been caught napping when we probably should have replaced the MGU-H and the turbocharger. And yeah, it's at a track like Austria, it just never crossed my mind
Let's
that
review the
maybe we
driver's
should have had a
standings.
more powerful
Oscar
engine.
Piastri will be very happy with that result as he extends his championship lead. So let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for your driver of the day?
I think for driver of the day, I'd probably pick Lando Norris. He lived up to every inch of his reputation today, and I think he'll be going home, quite rightly, a bit proud of himself.
Let's move on to the constructors. The owner drivers team moved to the top of the table. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend for them as they fight their way towards the top. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
And we're 13 points behind Oscar Piastri. So, still gaining points. He's still being somewhat consistent, unfortunately. Sucks, man, because we did so well. We did so well in the sprint, but there was only so much we could do. So definitely, I mean, right at the beginning there we got, you know, blocked off by Sainz, which just ruined our strategy right away, because the strategy was to get in front of the Ferraris, which was looking good when we got past Leclerc, but then Sainz cut us off, and then Piastri just got a free position. And from then on, we just weren't able to get there. Because I was trying to get to P2 so then we could help, you know, help Stroll out. But unfortunately, that couldn't be the case. And we pretty much gifted Lando that there. But, you know, judging from that situation, it could have been either Lando or Oscar Piastri fighting for that position. So I'm glad it was Lando and not Oscar. Because if it were Oscar, then he would increase his lead in the championship with another win. But yeah, we definitely struggled at this track. And obviously the braking has a lot to do with it, but we could, you know, negate some of that by braking earlier and getting the power down earlier. But we had no power compared to these guys because, well, you know, just the engine wear. Just awful, awful engine wear. God, it was this moment here. Oh no, it wasn't. But it was later on where we got surrounded by the two Ferraris. Oh wow, the highlights are still broken. Lovely, wow. I blame Ferrari for that. We could have salvaged like a P4 or a 5 if it weren't for Ferrari, but we've lost the rivalry with Sainz. We've gained an extra million at the very least, but we should probably look to change Lugner as quick as possible. I think they're meant to be a main title sponsor, and it's a little bug that they're selectable as a secondary. I don't know. Sponsorship renewal as well coming up. It's time again for marketing to run our Ask the Drivers feature. Do you have time to answer the latest batch of fan questions? Of course. Okay. This season has brought in many key changes, especially with the aero package and tyres. Which out of these would you consider has required the most adjustment from the team? Neither. We've not really had a big change, to be honest. It's just evolved from last season. When you were starting out as a young professional driver, who were your heroes? Why is there only two choices? And why would I ever choose Hamilton? I'm going to choose Vettel every time.
I appreciate you taking the time to help out.
We're obviously going to renew Highland as a sponsor. Okay. Get some training in for Lance, and then we move on to the Thingy Grand Prix. We still got 2 parts in development. They don't come until after this Grand Prix, unfortunately. So, yeah, but going into the next Grand Prix, we're definitely going to replace the turbocharger and the MGU-H. Everything else looks about fine, but we will have to replace the MGU-K very soon. But for now, guys, that is the end of this episode of F123 My Team Career Mode. We got a good win in Spain at the very least, but yeah, we can't seem to have a fully good episode. Something bad always has to happen. However, and something I didn't notice, we did take the fastest lap at the very least. So even when we are down, we take the fastest lap. Just like Stroll did in Spain, he got the fastest lap, so none of our rivals could have it, and now we got the fastest lap in Austria. So that's really good. But we need to look to be a bit more consistent, and to do that we need to keep a closer eye on engine wear on tracks that need it, you know? So Austria was one where we probably should have definitely replaced the parts for sure, because it's just a full power track and we just failed to remember that and paid for it, obviously. I think P7 was a bit unlucky. I think we deserved better. Just a bit of a racing incident with the Ferraris blocking us off. But yeah, Piastri is still the man to chase. But compared to last episode, compared to this time last episode, the gap is a lot smaller at the very least. Verstappen's not too far behind us, neither is Sainz, and Stroll is going to be catching up quite soon as well. So, yeah, things are looking very, very interesting right now in F123. But guys, that is the end of this episode. Be sure to hit that like button as hard as you possibly can, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys most likely tomorrow for the next episode. Peace!